Hello everyone, welcome to Highway Dragon Gaming. Skyrim has a total of 11 permanent buffs that can enhance your character in various ways. 6 of them can be obtained without any prerequisite quests, while the other 5 do require them. In this video, I will show you how to obtain all 11 permanent buffs in detail. I hope this video helps you. These 6 quests include those for the Divines Mara and Dibella, the Frostflow Lighthouse quest, Unfathomable Depths, and 2 Black Books. You can start all these quests at level 1, but Unfathomable Depths needs you to be level 14. The first permanent buff we are looking for is Agent of Mara. The buff raises magic resistance by 15%, and the quest involves no combat, only a 200 gold payment. To start this quest, we go to the Temple of Mara in Riften. If you're unsure where it is, just follow me.
We are devoted to the goddess Mara.
After going into Mara's temple, we meet her priestess, Denaya Balu. She wants us to help with 3 tasks about love. In the first quest, we go to Ivarstead to deal with a love triangle.
Are you the one sent by Mara?
After finding Fastred and talking with her and her parents, we learn the basic situation. A few months ago, Fastred was attracted to Klimek, but now her attention has shifted to Bassianus. Bassianus wants to take Fastred to Riften, while Klimek wants to stay in Ivarstead. As for Klimek, Fastred's mother believes that as long as Fastred is happy, it doesn't matter who she marries. Her father wants Fastred to stay in Ivarstead, so he has no objections. But things are different with Bassianus. Fastred's father considers him spineless, and he doesn't want them to go to Riften. We need to make a choice between Klimek and Bassianus. No matter which one you choose, it won't affect getting the buff. You can encourage Klimek to be bolder in this matter, which will make him go and confess his feelings to Fastred.
Fastred, I have something to say to you.
Or you can go to Bassianus and tell him that Fastred's mother will help him convince her father.
I always had a feeling she liked me, more than that brute Yothor at least.
It's hilarious that Yothor, Fastred's father, was sitting beside us while we talked about him, and he didn't intervene.
My daughter's driving me crazy, so forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
Then Bassianus will take Fastred from Ivarstead to Riften, and we can find them there later.
Where will we go?
To Riften, my pet. How you'll adore the city.
How wonderful.
Back at the Temple of Mara, we can help the second devotee win his love. This devotee is Calcelmo, a Dwemer researcher in Markarth's Understone Keep.
You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel.
He mistook us for guards interrupting his research and got furious.
I'm sorry, I got too excited.
After explaining our purpose, he told us that he had fallen in love with Jarl's housecarl, Feline. He wants to get her gifts but doesn't know what, since the ones he gave before weren't liked. He wants us to ask Yngvar for advice. No one understands women better than him, and he said it's a good thing Feline isn't Yngvar's type. After finding Yngvar, he told us about Feline's preferences. Even though Feline is tough, she has a soft spot for poetry. Coincidentally, Yngvar studied at the Bard's College in his youth. If we give him 200 gold, he will give us a poem.
Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it.
Pardon me?
Take the poem to Feline and tell her it's from Calcelmo.
This is lovely.
After reading, Feline was very touched and handed us a letter in response. Once we handed the letter to Calcelmo, he eagerly rushed off to Feline.
I have to see her. Please excuse me.
After he confessed to Feline, Mara's second task was completed.
Feline, I love you.
Return to the temple to take the third task. This one is quite special. Unlike before, we're helping a pair of ghosts instead of living people. The priestess hands us a Mara amulet, and only by wearing it can we see the couple. Let's head over to Jukar's monument. Under this monument, we can find Ruki.
I'm searching for my Fenrig.
Her husband Fenrig was one of Jukar's men, and she heard that he died in the war. She came to the battlefield to search for her husband's body.
I've turned over every body though, and I can't find him.
Through her eyes, this place is still the battlefield as it once was. We can help her locate her husband somewhere close by.
Rookie? Where is she?
In her husband's eyes, they were still preparing for the war, which wouldn't start until tomorrow. We can guide him to Gukar's monument. Let the couple meet in a way they never could when alive.
I had heard that Gukar's men were wiped out. I came to find you.
But that battle isn't expected until tomorrow. Rookie? What's going on? We're together now. And we will be forever.
And just like that, all 3 of Mara's love quests are done. The priestess will give us the Agent of Mara buff.
Carry the blessings of Mara with you, so the rest of the province may shine with her glories.
This blessing does not involve combat, so it's really nice to get this buff right at the start of the game. The second buff we're looking for is Agent of Dibella, which increases our damage against the opposite sex. According to UESP, this buff only applies to melee attacks, increasing damage by 10%. Because there are more male enemies than female in Skyrim, and many non-player creatures are defined as male, so this buff is definitely worth getting for female character. Dibella's temple is in Markarth, and the route is a bit winding. If you're not sure where it is, come with me. After entering the temple, we can steal the inner sanctum key from the priestess in the hall. Otherwise, we'd have to pick an expert level lock. Once inside the inner sanctum, we need to sneak into the innermost room and steal Dibella's statue. Alright, this is how a true Nord sneaks. If we take Dibella's statue, Hamal will come and scold us.
And just what do you think you're doing?
If we choose the dialogue about the statue, Hamal will make us pay the penalty. And the way to pay is to rescue the missing Sibyl of Dibella, a little girl. At Karthwasten, we start our investigation. By asking the local residents, we can find the girl's father.
I think you might be looking for Enmon.
Enmon is one of the miners working around here. He said his daughter was kidnapped by the Forsworns.
Our daughter, Fiotra, was taken from here.
When he heard we were going to rescue his daughter, he wanted to come along.
I'll come with you.
Enmon is a killable NPC, and without giving him a set of gear, he can die really easily. For his safety, it's better if we go ourselves. We arrive at the tower occupied by Forsworns and fight our way to the top. A forsworn Briarheart guards the girl at the top of the tower. We can find the prison key on him, which allows us to rescue the little girl. If your sneak and pickpocket skills are high, you can instantly kill him by stealing his heart. And just like that, the little girl is safe.
Dead body!
Bring her back to Dibella's temple, and our task is complete.
You found her?
At the altar of Dibella, praying and drinking the water to grant the Agent of Dibella buff. The next quest requires us to go to Frostflow Lighthouse. A family inside the lighthouse was brutally killed by farmers, and we need to help the father fulfill his last wish to get the Sailor's Repose buff. It makes healing spells 10% more effective. Frostflow Lighthouse is located between Dawnstar and Winterhold. The tale inside the lighthouse is really tragic, but here I'm mainly showing you the steps to get the buff. After entering, you can find the cellar key in a burial urn on the left side of the hall. With the key, you can unlock an expert level lock and enter the cellar. This cellar actually connects to a huge farmer lair. The Thalmor and Chorus inside wiped out the whole family. It's easy to get lost in this deep lair, so please follow me. For demonstration purposes, I've already cleared the Thalmor and Chorus inside. Chorus deals heavy poison damage, so it's recommended to wear gear with poison resistance before coming here. What we need to do is find the remains of Habd. the father of the family, deep in the nest. Follow his wish and cast his remains into the lighthouse's fire. This is the Chorus that ate Habd. We can find Habd's remains and the lighthouse key on this creature. Let's fulfill his wish with his remains and the lighthouse key. You can find Habd's final wish in his wife's diary, located in a bedroom beside the hall. The lighthouse door is directly opposite the cellar door. The quest to bury Habd's remains is hidden and gives no quest marker. After burying him, we gain the permanent Sailor's Repose buff. We need to be level 14 to get the next quest. The Ancient Knowledge buff enhances our armor and smithing. In its description, this skill boosts Dwarven armor by 25% and increases smithing leveling speed by 15%. But this is completely inconsistent with its actual effect. The actual effect for smithing is plus 15% skill when tempering, and before a 2013 update, this buff applied to all armor types. Bethesda also noticed this glitch, so they made a fix, which only made the glitch look even more ridiculous. After the change, this effect applied to all armor except Dwarven.
All of this just works.
Let's go to Riften Docks to begin this quest. If we reach level 14, we can encounter a Argonian here.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden.
She says she's haunted by memories in a lexicon, and she wants us to return it to the Dwemer ruin, Avanshanzel. As we explore Avanshanzel, we'll witness scenes from the past. This Argonian is the only survivor of a 4-member expedition team. You can jump down from the ledge ahead to reach the bottom faster. It's a big Dwemer ruin, but easy to navigate, so I'll skip the rest of the walkthrough. At Avanshanzel's deepest point, the lexicon can be returned. Once we put it down, we get the Ancient Knowledge buff. In the Anniversary Edition, its effect still applies to all armor except Dwarven, and plus 15% smithing skill when tempering. Now we're off to Solstheim to retrieve the Black Book, the Sallow Regent. There are 3 Black Books that grant permanent buffs. 2 can be obtained without any prerequisite quests. Each Black Book requires us to choose one of 3 buffs. These choices are all changeable. If you want to switch, you can reopen the Black Book in Solstheim to change them. The Black Book, the Sallow Regent, can boost your combat or stealth skills by 10%, or reduce spell cost by 10%. We need to go to Whiterun Barrow in northwest Solstheim. Before coming here, it's best to have a torch ready, or learn the alteration spell Candlelight. Here you can find the first Black Book for a permanent buff, the Sallow Regent, which is the easiest of the 3 to get. The barrow is actually pretty straightforward. Same here, I'll skip showing the walkthrough. At the end, we find a Dragon Priest, but he's not very strong. If you're here very early in the game and can't defeat the Dragon Priest, the Black Book is opposite the word wall. Just read it and leave the barrow. After reading the Black Book, we enter the realm of Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Knowledge. Inside this Black Book, we're surrounded by darkness. Entering it causes continuous damage. A torch or the Candlelight spell can protect us from the darkness damage. But the damage isn't high, so you can actually just take it with Restoration Magic. The end of the Black Book lets you choose a buff. You can change your choice by rereading the Black Book in your inventory. Remember to read it in Solstheim, or you won't be able to enter the realm. The next Black Book we're going to find is Winds of Change. Let's first take a look at the Scholar's Insight buff. It lets you gain 2 skill points from a single skill book. This means that if you collect 5 skill books, you can quickly level a skill from 90 to 100. Next up is Companion's Insight, which disables friendly fire against your followers. If you're a destruction mage or often use explosive arrows, this is very useful. The next buff is Lover's Insight, an enhanced version of Agent of Dibella. It not only increases damage against the opposite sex, but also gives better prices from them. UESP doesn't specify, it only affects melee damage, so this buff should apply to all types of damage. The Winds of Change is a bit harder to obtain. We head to Raven Rock Mine to start this quest. Raven Rock is the first town you arrive at in Solstheim. In the mine, we can meet an old miner, Cretius. He says his great-grandfather died beneath the mine while searching for its secrets, and the secrets could restore Raven Rock to its former glory. After talking to him, he gives us the mine key, allowing us to explore inside.
Here's everything I have. The letter, the key.
Why you're leading...
Using the key to enter the depths of the mine, we find it's connected to a Nordic barrow. Unlike the previous tomb with only bandits, this one is filled with Draga Deathlords. So this barrow is very challenging and not recommended for the early game. I'll show you the location of a handle that might be missed. We're going to open this iron gate. Pull the handle to open the gate. Go in here and turn left to find a book, but it's just a spell book, not the Black Book we're looking for. The room opposite is the way to the Black Book. Follow this path and you'll find the skeleton of Cretius's great-grandfather. On the skeleton, we can find the Bloodscowl blade. The blade's heavy attack shoots a vertical blast. Hold left or right to release a horizontal blast. Use the blast on the glowing mark to open the stone door. Go through the stone door and keep moving forward, and you'll reach the Dragon Priest and the Black Book. This Dragon Priest is very powerful and hard to defeat, but the Black Book is just behind you to the left. You can read it and leave immediately. Let me show you the walkthrough.
Prince of Faith and Lord.
Now we can pick our buff. That's all the permanent buffs you can get without any prerequisite quests. Next, we'll obtain the 5 that require prerequisite quests. These include 1 Black Book, 2 quests related to the Blades and Paarthurnax, and 2 collection quests. The 7th buff we're looking for today is the Black Book, Epistolary Acumen. It enhances the Frost Breath, Unrelenting Force, and Fire Breath Shouts. We can only choose one of the 3 buffs, but we can reread the Black Book in Solstheim at any time to change our choice. To obtain this Black Book, we first need to complete the base game main quest, The Way of the Voice, which involves going up the mountain to meet the Greybeards. After we descend the mountain, we may be attacked by Mirarch's cultists. Once attacked, the Dragonborn DLC main questline begins. Following this questline, we will meet the Dunmer mage Neloth, who will lead us to Enchardak in search of this Black Book.
Luckily, I found a cube to operate it inside on my last visit.
Enchardak can be confusing to navigate, and its puzzles rank among the most complex in Skyrim. Let me show you the walkthrough.
book is just in sight.
The cube Neloth uses to open the door is what we are going to look for, and there are 5 in total. From here, we can see the black book we are looking for.
Trust me, no magic will open that. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it.
Let's enter the depths of the ruins and start exploring.
Those dragons.
Both pedestals here control the water level. Placing a cube on them lowers the water, and removing it raises the water.
Unfortunately, I only have 1 cube.
We need to find the other 4 cubes inside the ruins. Jumping down to the lower platform, we can see another 4 pedestals at the corners. After collecting all the cubes, place them on the pedestals to obtain the black book.
Power to the room upstairs. Bring that cube. We'll need
Pick up the first cube, and we can start looking for the remaining cubes.
suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Great Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continue from a sensible place.
Open the door with the cube. This workshop contains 3 cubes. Luckily, there is a cube right at the entrance.
I hope the rest of the cubes are this easy to find.
But as Neloth grumbled, the remaining cubes wouldn't be that easy to find. In front of this stone bridge are 2 water control pedestals. We place a cube on one of them. Jump down from here. After the water level drops, interact with the 2 switches using the cube. Now we can access the room that holds another cube. The 3rd cube is now collected. Now we return to the water control pedestal and remove the cube, which will raise the water level higher.
Unfortunately, each cube we retrieve shuts down the corresponding...
I got lost while recording this part and had to redo it, so you will notice that the cube positions are different from where I placed them when I first entered. This time, we enter the room opposite the first one we visited.
With the water level this high, we can swim across the collapsed path of the passage and reach the other side.
The 4th cube can be easily found in this chamber. Now we exit the workshop and head back to the hall. Once in the main hall, use 2 cubes to lower the water level to the minimum, then go to the bottom to get the last cube. Behind this door is a bridge puzzle that requires us to lower the 3 raised bridges. I will simply show you the solution to the puzzle. Interact with the left and right switches once, and the puzzle is solved. Next, we head to a pedestal to lower the water level. Now we can open the flooded door to collect the final cube. There are numerous traps in this section, so stay careful. Now that we have collected all the cubes, we go back to retrieve the cubes used to control the water level. Now let's return to the main hall of the ruins. It's time to open the device holding the black book. Back in the main hall, place the 4 cubes on the pedestals of the lower platform, then return to the ruins entrance to collect the black book. This black book is very intricate, more winding than the 2 from the last video, and it's easy to get lost. Please follow me.
So, welcome. Need your book again? Please take me for a punch with up. So we'll follow.
Towards the end of the Black Book, Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Knowledge, will appear.
All seekers of knowledge, come to me, sooner or later.
Once he finishes speaking, we can choose a buff. After leaving the Black Book, you can reread it in Solstheim to select a different buff. The 8th buff requires completing the Rebuilding the Blades quest, and it reduces melee damage from dragons by 25%. To start the quest, we must progress the main quest until Alduin's Wall by escorting Delphine and Esbern to Skyhaven Temple. Once the 3 followers are delivered to the Blades and an Esbern quest is completed, you can obtain this buff. However, once the main quest has reached Alduin's Bane, the situation becomes a little more complex. If you want this buff now, you have to kill Paarthurnax first, otherwise Delphine won't give you the Rebuilding the Blades quest. So, it's best to get this buff before Alduin's Bane. After killing Paarthurnax, the process remains the same. Deliver the 3 followers to the Blades, complete Esbern's quest, and obtain the buff. In this video, we demonstrate how to use save mechanics to pretend you recruited the 3 followers and proceed directly to Esbern's quest to obtain the buff. First, find Delphine and make a hard save before talking to her. Talk to her and ask why the Blades only have 2 members.
The Thalmor hunted us down, remember?
Then we can start the quest of rebuilding the Blades.
If you find anyone you think would make a good recruit, I can certainly take a look at them.
We need to recruit 3 followers and bring them to Delphine one by one. You can choose any of these 3 followers, since this isn't a real recruitment. Later, we'll reload the save to before Delphine's quest and get the buff.
I know nothing. You have chosen wisely. Lead on, and I shall follow.
You want this one to become a blade? You sure? Very well, I'll do the oath later. Let's just get him geared up and ready to fight.
Once we have all 3 followers, Delphine will send us to find Esbern to ask about the dragon lair and slay the dragon.
Ask Esbern about the dragon lairs he's been studying.
I am. One of the old Akaviri records names a dragon living nearby.
Killing the dragon in this lair lets you proceed to the next step, even if you haven't accepted Delphine's recruitment quest.
Good luck, Dragonborn.
Remember the dragon lair location Esbern tells us. Then reload the save we made before starting Delphine's quest. Now, let's go to the location Esbern gave us and kill this dragon. After killing the dragon, make sure to take at least 1 dragon bone and 1 dragon scale. You'll need them for the next step later.
Did you need something?
Tell Esbern that we killed the dragon and give him the dragon bone and dragon scale. He will then give us a potion.
It's a potion made from those dragon parts. Give it a try.
Drink this potion and we will gain the buff. The 9th buff requires us to progress the base game main questline to the Throat of the World. Talk to Paarthurnax at the summit to get it. We need to choose one of the 3 shout-enhancing buffs. Talking to Paarthurnax again lets us change our choice. This buff is really easy to get. Just shout clear skies and make your way to the Throat of the World. At the summit, we will meet Paarthurnax. After a long philosophical conversation with him, he will fly away and then return.
Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next world from being born?
Ask him if anyone besides the Greybeards comes here to train, and he will give us the buff. After the main quest, Paarthurnax will say goodbye, but he still returns to the Throat of the World, so you can come back and switch this buff whenever you want.
It is called Force in your tongue. Fade in your tongue.
The buff from Fame only appears while in ethereal form.
In your tongue, the word simply means fire.
The 10th buff is related to the alchemist Sindarian. It gives us a 25% chance to craft 2 potions at once. Sindarian first appeared in Oblivion, and he once asked the hero of Kvatch to collect 100 Nirnroots. Later, he heard that even rarer Crimson Nirnroots could be found in Blackreach in Skyrim, so he ventured there alone. Unfortunately, he was killed by the farmer in Blackreach. But even in death, he didn't stop tormenting us. This quest requires us to fulfill his final wish, to deliver 30 Crimson Nirnroots to his colleague Avrusa to continue his research. Although we need to collect 30 Crimson Nirnroots, there are actually 44 of these plants in Blackreach, and they respawn every 11 days. In this video, I'll show you a route to collect all 30 Crimson Nirnroots, starting from Sindarian's lab and ending at the elevator back to Skyrim. The first time we arrive in Blackreach during the base game main questline, we appear directly opposite Sindarian's lab. On Sindarian's skeleton, we can find his field journal. Reading this journal will trigger the quest to collect 30 Crimson Nirnroots. Let's collect them together. Be careful not to get swept away by the waterfall when collecting this one. You'll need to use the Whirlwind Sprint shout here. I used 2 words of the shout here, but 1 word works as well. You'll get 1 word of Whirlwind Sprint from the main quest earlier in the game. Just use this elevator here to get back to Skyrim. Finally, we can see the sunlight of Skyrim. Next, let's head to Serethi Farm to deliver 30 Crimson Nirnroots to Avrusa. Avrusa is the only NPC in all of Skyrim who can cultivate Nirnroot.
You've gathered quite a few of them, I see. You've done alchemy a great service by helping to complete Sindarian's work. I'd like to give you this tome.
And just like that, we've got Sindarian's buff.
Back to work.
In this part, I'll show you the locations of all 24 Stones of Barenziah and the quest associated with them. I'll divide them by location as follows: 4 around Whiterun, 4 around Riften, 2 around Windhelm, 3 around Winterhold, 4 around Solitude, 3 around Markarth, 1 around Morthal, and 3 around Falkreath. Of these 24 Stones of Barenziah, 21 don't require any prerequisite quests, and 3 do. In this part, these are stones number 11, 15, and 24. The one in the Arch-Mage's quarters requires you to meet Feralda at the college entrance to start the enrollment test. If you're going to Winterhold College, you will definitely run into her. The one at Proudspire Manor requires you to go to Blue Palace and talk to Falk to start the Wolf Queen quest. If it's your first time at the Blue Palace, you'll see the court discussing the Wolf Queen. These 2 quest givers are easy to find. The one at the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary requires you to start the quest in Windhelm. I'll show you where to find Aventus Aretino later. This collection quest is probably the most annoying quest in Skyrim. Not only do we have to spend a lot of time searching for it, but we also need to pay 25,000 gold to purchase Proudspire Manor. But once you collect all 24 stones, you'll be able to easily find lots of gemstones all over Skyrim.
Nice.
You basically have unlimited money from then on. This collection quest starts as soon as you pick up any unusual gem in Skyrim. Then you can head to Riften Market and find Brynjolf to join the Thieves Guild. Once you've joined the guild, you can take the gem to Vex for appraisal. She'll ask you to find all 24 gems, but none of them are marked on the map. That's why few players are willing to do this quest.
I got the cure right here. What you've got there is the Stone of Barenziah. I think there were 24 in all. If you find the rest of them, talk to me again.
Let's go find these gemstones.
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet.
I worry about other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned, prime targets for those damn trolls.
Have those gray maids to oblivion. They want to back the storm close. Go get what's coming. My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around soon.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't.
Did we have an appointment? No. Was it delivery? I can't remember.
Kill the 2 mercenaries ahead to get the key to the lodge.
What was that?
Never should have come here. Come on!
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Hidden here is the answer to the puzzle. Eagle, snake, fish, snake.
I shall have vengeance for the death of my husband. Rise! Raise an army to avenge his defilement. They burned his body before I could raise him. It should have been returned to me. You will not stop me from killing those who waged. was that?
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord.
What's the hurry? By order of the Jarl, stop right there. Hold it there. Keep your distance. Someone there. Aha!
Another plaything for my collection.
Well, Marcus. Rest easy. You're dismissed. found the bone. I've brought it to you, but still I
refuse.
Blowing up the entire town. Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Huh?
Where are you guys?
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
They're forming a Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Stop.
I'm a busy man. Half this city works for my family, and I have to keep them in mind.
Never should have come here.
Where are you hiding?
By the way, you can get one of the Dagon's Razor components from the Hagraven here. It's best to bring a ranged weapon when entering this barrow, so you can escape from the trap more easily.
I'm sorry. Stay back, or I'll be forced to attack you. Is someone there? Stay back. Stay away!
trap. Greed makes a great lure. Odd you didn't die from the fall, though. Most do. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Now where does...
If you don't have lockpicks, you can find them on the corpse nearby.
Never should have come here.
Is someone there?
I tried to tell him that he wouldn't. Hey!
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
What found you?
Although the 24th gem is near Falkreath, the prerequisite quest must be started in Windhelm.
Then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Talk to Aventus, and he will ask you to go to Riften to kill the orphanage head. I've already done it in advance. After killing the orphanage head, you have to sleep to continue the next quest.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
We will be kidnapped to a cabin, and after making a difficult moral choice, we can join the Dark Brotherhood.
I'll see you at home.
What is the music of life?
After gathering all 24 gems, it's time to go to Vex.
Unbelievable. You must be the first person to set eyes on all 24 of them in, well, the last 2 eras.
But there's one final step in this quest, and we still need to go to a Dwemer ruin to retrieve the Crown of Barenziah. I'm skipping this part because the crown already has a quest marker. Head back to Vex, and you'll get the buff.
Well, I'm not one to welch on a deal, so here's your reward. Hope you put it to good use. I know I have.
The Prowler's profit buff is permanent, but it doesn't actually show up. From now on, we can easily find gems everywhere, whether in houses or in barrows.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Alright, we've collected all 11 permanent buffs in Skyrim. With these buffs, nothing can stop you. Thank you for sticking with my video for so long. It really means a lot to me. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support.